All right, y'all. So I think right now we live in a critical time where there's a lot going on, right? We know there's a lot going on, but in a spiritual sense, there's a lot going on. Okay, there's a lot of confusion that the enemy wants to plant. The enemy wants to try to get our minds to be trapped into boxes. Okay, boxes that confuse us, that make us think that we have to isolate ourselves into a certain mindset, when the only mindset that we need to be under is that mindset that's submitted unto Christ. So not only are we submitting every single thought unto Christ, but we are able to do everything through Christ who is strengthening us. All right. So with that in mind, everything that we do is supposed to glorify God. And then everything that comes into our mind, we want that to be submitted unto God so that we can do the right things. All right. So we're going through life and we're wondering about how do we think, how do we react to what the world is throwing at us? How do we think about how do we act on a day-to-day basis? And this is where the submission unto Christ comes. We submit our minds unto God, and therefore our actions can follow. And then once we determine what those actions need to be, now we can be strengthened by Jesus to fulfill those actions to the best of our abilities through Jesus. Okay, through the best of our abilities, but the power of God infused into that. We sift through all the BS that the devil is trying to throw at us, all the BS that the world is trying to confuse us with, and seek out God in the midst of this. Okay, seek out God in the midst of what's going on. Seek out the truth. All right, because God is the truth, the way, the life. Okay, so the truth is revealed by the light. Okay, so when you are submitting yourself unto Christ, and when your actions are followed, and when your actions are also submitted unto Christ and they're strengthened by Jesus, now you are operating in the truth, and now you're actively on the purpose that God has set before you. All right, so we want to be purpose driven, and we want every single day that we wake up to be a part of our purpose. Because every single day that we wake up and we don't give that day to God, or we're not giving our actions to God, we're allowing ourselves to become weaker in our spirit, and we're allowing ourselves to succumb to things that we don't want to be under.